Khazan, won't you join us for once?
The three of us together again.
I know you're always busy, but it would mean everything to us if you came to our wedding.
So many special moments. It's the perfect place to be married. Remember, Khazan, we'll always be together.
Are you okay? No! No! No!
Please. No. Please be safe.
Hey, hon. I thought because we nearly finished the game, we might as well do I think probably one of the last missions. Yeah, this plot head is indeed new, and it gives us a few benefits. Like it gives us extra strength. You also had one with extra proficiency, but I didn't like the effects on it, and I didn't want to re-roll them all. Like this already had like the swift attack damage increase and the stamina damage increase that I liked. So I only did re-roll one effect. It also gives us like set item requirement decreased by 1. So now I have my full set bonus from the golden pauldrons, even though I don't wear the helmet. And that's kind of handy because I also have my rear assault damage from the cutthroat necklace. And then I also found this thing, the strategist ring. 50% received damage decrease by 30%. So I guess that means if I do it correctly, then I think it means that like 50% from the damage that I take is decreased from the 30% damage that I take. So like 30% of the damage that I take is reduced by 50%. I think that is what it does. So now I have like 1, 2, 3 active sets, like all maxed, just by this spot head. Of course, I still have the normal helmet. But you see, I have still the stamina damage increase, same as here. I have a stamina recovery, same as here. The only thing that is different here I have a frontal assault damage increase. Well, here that's swift attack. I would like to have the swift attack maybe gone to like the frontal damage as well. But for now it's a really good helmet. For that we needed 42 pot guys, like those little things that we collect during the levels. Like you can already buy a pot earlier. I think you can buy a pot as soon as 7 pots collected. I think, but of course it's less good, and I think only the later tiers. I think the 34, the 36 tier, and the 42 pot tiers only have the -1 requirement for sets. So I just saved up my money until I could buy one of the best pots in the game. And besides that, this pot like cost me I think 700 and a bit K. So it's a really expensive item. Whoa. Okay. Take it easy for a second. That's one that force you. Let's do that. And now I can deal with you. Like they are pretty aggressive, but you can like always execute them when you break their stamina. So it's nice. And I mean, I would like to have it in frontal damage, but like swift attack damage increase, it's not bad either because most of my attacks are swift attacks.
Lady Reese, forgive me for failing to protect you.
And I think Reese is or was the soon-to-be wife from Ozma, the mage. But from like the side missions, we discovered that like after that we defeat like the dragon, they would be like married. But it seems that Ozma was still worried about like the evil in the world. And he couldn't like let that go. And then like his wife was like required to be like a concubine for the Lord or for like the king.
I once spent many pleasant days here with my friends.
So then they had like to flee or something. So like something went wrong. So I guess his wife and the whole situation with that probably has to do something with why he is the way he is at the moment. And although not everything, but I think it surely did not improve the situation that he's currently in. Like it showed it contribute to it. And also I did discover that I can like that I can what is it? I can chain those like after each other. The Moonlight Awakening. So I can like do this, dash through it, do it again, dash through it again. It's nice, not gonna lie. But it's mainly because of the set that it really grew on me, like the golden set that I have right now. Whoa. Oh, it's one of you. This is probably one of the last pots, or maybe even the last pot we needed. But that's the thing, like certain sets turn like certain moves in like really busted good things. I also tried like this, or like the Temple Knight, where you get like Phantom Absorption, and what that does is like when you block like an elemental attack with it, you will get that element on your weapon for a time being. It's a nice bonus, but for me it's... I mean, Heatwave I still use like sometimes, but the reason I stopped using it is pretty simple. Like now it costs like 2 things to use this. Like you need 2 of them to use that. Well, you can also get like this Shadow Strike, and it only costs you like 1 spirit, and it does pretty much the same thing, you know? It nullifies all damage. I mean, don't get me wrong, Heatwave is still handy in certain situations. Like, what is it? The timing on this is a little harder to get down. Like, if you really want to get sure, then this may be a little easier. Especially if there are like multiple hits following each other. Or maybe I just switch over. What is this? 3, 4, 5. So it will cost me 1 skill point more, but I think I will use it more. But Phantom Heatwave was really good for like a really long time. I used it for like a lot of things. But I think it just like lost its edge a little bit. With like the nerf that they give it to like the 2 spirit costs. Like I kinda get why they did it. It was maybe a little OP, but now I feel that it's like too big to have a 2 spirit cost. Because if you see like most skills, like after Image Trust is 1 spirit, Trunch is 1 spirit, it's also 1 spirit. That is... This one I never liked too much, but that's also 1 spirit. Spiral of Trust is also 1 spirit. So you see most of them are like 1 spirit, even from like other weapons. Like 1... No wait, that's not a thing, but 1 spirit. I mean, the point that I'm just making is like all skills pretty much cost like 1 spirit, and that's like a pretty good spirit cost. Like I feel that other things sometimes are more OP that also cost 1 spirit. And like I said, the Phantom Heatwave, it is just really short, you know? Like, yes, you will... plus what you also have, like with Phantom Heatwave, you will only block like normal attacks, like anything that is like kind of normal, you will block with it. But the reason why I started to like the Shadow Strike more is because like you have here like the counter attacks, like the red moves that you cannot block. Like if you use Heatwave against it, it completely whips. Like you take the full damage, it doesn't help. Well, with what is it? With like Shadow Strike, you can even like parry the counterattacks. Like it's not that you parry them, it's not like doing an actual counterattack, but like you still like nullify all damage, you completely avoid the attack, and it's a little easier to hit, in my opinion, than the normal counterattacks. So combining all that together, Heatwave just completely lost for me once the spirit cost went to 2. I mean, even now I can still like use it quite a bunch, like 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, I can like use it 4 times, and like before that I could use it like what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. And like I hear you thinking like, yeah, that's like a little bit OP, and in certain cases it was maybe a little bit OP, but like most of the times it was still good, you know, it was still or maybe what I can do as well is just have the 2 of them. Wait, if I put you on this, I can have it like that as well, like, because at the moment there's not much that I really want anymore. Like many like things like the jump attack I would never really use. Like most combat is close combat, so it's a really good engage tool, but for the rest, once you're like in combat, you will not use it anymore. So for me that would be kind of pointless. For a very long time I would like kind of have would have liked this, like increase the damage of attacks while in phantom form and increase the duration. Like that is really nice. The only thing that you have is like to have this, you need to have this, and that's like 7 skill points that like trigger the form automatically when you're about to die. Like yes, that is kind of handy, but for 7 skill points, no, dude. Like for 7 skill points, I think it's a little bit much. I think I do it like this. Have heat wave completed, and then maybe get this with my next skill point. But like I said, at this point, it's more like, you know, I only use the spear, so greatsword on dual wield, I don't want anything with that. And for the rest, I have my moonlight stances completely maxed out. I have the skills that I like I don't really like spiral thrust, I don't really like after image thrust. Because the thing is, 0 point kinda does the same thing. You see those like fast stab attacks? After image thrust does like the same thing. But this costs 1 spirit, while 0 point costs nothing. So I don't really like those two. Like I said, Shadow Reversal is kinda nice. But I don't really need it anymore. Now I have the Moonlight Awakening. Plus, Shadow Reversal doesn't work against like most enemies. Like even it says here like Shadow Reversal can break the stance of like a wider variety of enemies. But after like testing it, for me, like for most enemies that it works on, they're like human-sized, you know? Like the phantoms, like human-sized enemies, maybe some dragonkin. But everything like bigger than that, it doesn't really work. So for me, like the assault, I like it more. Plus, like I said, you cannot have assault and shadow reversal at the same time equipped. So if I need to choose one of the two, it's assault for me. It does a decent stamina damage. It gives you like the kickback that you can also do. It like is great from like attacking from behind. And if you break the stance, you have like this nice like drop on top of the enemy follow-up move that happens automatically. Like I said, Vital Strike, it's a really nice engagement tool. Like dropping on top of the enemy, but most of the combat is close combat. so like you're not really gonna use it. At least I'm not gonna use it all too much. Then you have a Crescent Strike. It is powerful, but it's not really my thing. Like this also costs 2 spirit if you do the follow-up. The only thing, like the Spiral Thrust might be kind of good, because if you what is it? Deal greater damage immediately after using brutal attack or when using the skill against exhausted enemies. Like, it kind of could be good, but for me, like, Assault and Shadow Strike do more, especially like with the damage negation. And Trench is... I wasn't really a fan of Trench before, but now that I have like the passing through with my new armor set, I really like the skill. Like I said, Heat Wave is still kind of good, but for me a little downgraded. And Eagle Wind, it costs 3 spirits if you like do the whole attack. And although it is kind of good, but for me, like, for 3 spirit, I feel that it lacks a little bit of power. I feel that it should be a little bit stronger, and then it would, you know, if I use 3 spirit on this attack, then I really want to feel that it's worth it, you know? I really want to see like some damage, or I really want to see like some great stamina damage, and I kind of miss that with this skill, no matter how you upgrade it. One thing that is actually really good, if you can do it, like Reflection, if you can master that, that does tons of stamina damage. It's crazy. But I'm not really good at that. The timing for me is a little tedious, and then I really like more rely on my other stance breaking moves. And I'm gonna see, but I don't think there is a way that I can increase it, I think. Wait, where is it again? Temple Knights. I would need 2 of them equipped, so I would at least need a spear and like a necklace or a ring to have like Phantom Absorption, but then again it only works against like elemental attacks, and even though I can put elemental damage on my weapon, let's be honest, I nearly never used it. Yeah, you have different kind of necklaces like the Blood Moon. Those color ones, they're really good. They give like more resistance to a certain attribute. I used those for like a really long time. And for the rest, it kind of matches like the thing how you play a bit. Like this is the only set that I really like want to try still, because it's a spear set as well. Like I said, I tried Elamain's set, like Crush Dreams. It wasn't too bad, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. But this is like this looks really well. You know, you have the stamina recovery, that's always nice, and raise stamina damage increase. And waste, I think that's when you're in phantom form, but I will need to like look it up. But then you get like max stamina 200, that's nice. Assault damage increase by 10%, that's nice as well. Shadow Strike damage increase, It's nice. It's a move that I really like. Enraged and potent blow damage increased for 15 seconds. So that's like 1% chance to trigger, I guess. And Frenzied Cleave, I think Frenzied Cleave will probably have to do with this skill. Although, yeah, maybe not. Normally, if they have like a thing, you can kind of see it. Anyway, it's a set that I really want to try, but of course I need to have the, what is it, a 7 set, I guess. It's like even an 8. Like I really hope that this one is good, because the Drowned Witch set was also an 8 set, like an 8 pieces set, but I just didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie for it, I didn't like it. I have a pretty good feeling that that gate is closed. One thing that I do like about the spear though, if you like dash back, you have like this fast outcoming attack that also works with your moonlight stance, and just like I thought it would be, the gate is closed. But hey, we found a hidden wall. That's really nice. I think we have 3 stones. Yeah, that's also pretty nice. Like, I'm not really sure if you could see that before, but like now we can like see like what we still need in a level. Like we found the pot guy, and we already found 3 of the 5 stones. Temple Knight scroll. No, it's nice if they ever like redo the change, and Heatwave would cost only 1 spirit, then I might use again. But like, this is what I like about Shadow Strike. You see, it also puts you behind the enemy. For me, just like the better version of Heatwave. Like I said, Heatwave is still kinda good. If you have like an attack with a really hard timing, then Heatwave will kinda assure that you get the counter attack, or that you get the block from it. But for me it's more like situational. But like, you have certain, like one attack that comes to mind is like from the spider boss. Like eventually she has like 2 jump attacks. Or like wait, let me first defeat him, and then we're gonna do another story. So like, she has 2 jump attacks. She has like her double jump attack. That one is pretty easy to just perfect block. But then like a little later in the fight, she also has like a poison jump attack kind of thing. That is a little more annoying to block. And then Heatwave is really good because like the huge shockwave still makes you block the attack, so that is really good, in my opinion. You know, you can just like stay somewhere, and then like when she's about to hit the ground with her poison slime attack, you can like activate Heatwave, and Heatwave will block the shockwave for you. So like I said, if you have certain moves that are really hard to like predict the timing on, then Heatwave is still the safer option. But if you have like huge telegraphed moves that are like easily to see the timing of, then I think Shadow Strike is the go-to move to parry, block, whatever it's. Just because it costs 1 spirit, you know, like. Oh wait. First go down here, look what's here. Oh, hello. Well, that was funny. It's like another fun story though, but that attack saved me once. Like I was almost dead, and I triggered like an explosive purple stone. And I would have died there, but like he knocked me into the air that completely ignored the attack. Those things you can better always take out with your javelin, because like they like build up status effects. Even if they die, you see that explosion, it also builds up like certain status effects. In this case it will be hallucination. And then I just think that it is better. Feeling there is an enemy there, yes. So we're gonna just poke that one. Whoops. But you see, if I would like use Heatwave here right now, you see I lost like 2 spirit. So that's why I think Shadow Strike is like the go-to. There are so many pets here to take, dude. Is that the item? I think it would be? No. I know in this level you also get like an upgrade for one of your spirits. Right now I'm using a new spirit though, like a spirit that I haven't used before. That increases my range damage. It is not my favorite spirit, but I kinda wanna give every spirit a chance. But like I said before, like for me, Heatwave became very situational. Is it still good? Yes. Is it my go-to move? Not anymore. One thing that is really nice about Trench though is that it tracks targets. But I need to say, all by all, like the spirit accumulation that you get most of the time is pretty good. That's why I think it's also pretty good that like most skills like cost 1 spirit, because it allows for like a varied playstyle. And that's like the reason why I'm not really happy with the 1 spirit increase on Heatwave. For the simple reason that, like, you know, you use 2 spirits, you're not building it up anymore. Or like you build it up but it's slower. So now to use like the 2 spirit is like, I could use it, but for that amount I can like use a shadow strike into like a trench, into like a kind of a flash move, whatever you want to call it. Because the thing that you have is like, even though the spirit accumulation is not bad, huh? You can still do it. But I just feel like with 1 you're more likely to experiment, you're more likely to like throw it into one of your combos. And I feel now with the 2 spirit cost, it's like I kinda can throw it in there. But do I want to throw it in still? No, not anymore. At least that's how I feel about it. That I'm less likely to throw it into one of my combos. Just because it costs me more. And even though you build up spirit pretty fast, I think you also have some perks that like help you build up spirits, or like get 1 spirit when you're like brutal attacking someone. So yes, you have like a lot of options, but still. Because like the amount of spirit we have is not like huge, you know. So I just feel if every skill would cost like 2 spirits, then you're less likely to experiment with all the moves that they offer. I need to say that that was a hard spirit to kill. Like I said, most of them are easy and they go down pretty quickly. And like sometimes from time to time you then get like a spirit that is like next level. That you have something like you're tankier, you're like better at the combat. I kind of feel that I took the path forward and I kind of didn't want to take that. So I think I go back. No wait, no, I cannot go back at the moment. There's like this little drop down. But you see, that's also what you have right now, because my javelin cost me only like one spirit to use. So you see that I'm like really more likely to like use it because it doesn't cost me too much. Like even with a charge javelin, like all the way, like it normally costs you 2 spirit, but if you like perfectly headshot someone, then it costs you only like 1 spirit, so that also like stimulates you to like use it. I cannot do it right now because the little dot has to be orange, now it's yellow, so it's not a perfect headshot. So if I would completely charge it, it would cost me 2 spirit. But like I said, even though the total amount of spirit we have is not too big, because most things cost like 1 spirit, you're much more likely to use it. And that's just what I feel like with Heatwave now being 2 spirits. It is just like a little barricade. Like, do I want to use it? Yeah, I want to use it, but I kind of don't want to use it because it cost me 2 spirit for like a really short move. And that's why I said, like, I feel at the moment they should just increase the power of Heatwave, like make it maybe double as long, and then it would be a lot better because the 2 spirits cost would be like justified by that means. But right now it's pretty short. It's as short as before. So I just don't feel that it is justified to have it there. Like I said, it's like this really small change that you think like, yeah, why do you make like a big deal of it? Like, yeah, it's just how I feel about it. Like, even though it's like 2 spirits, like only 1 spirit more, it just feels nerfed to me. Like, I just like games that offer you different ways in combat, but that they are all like as viable. A really good example for this would be like many games they offer you like ranged combat, or they offer you like a ranged weapon. And that is nice, but most ranged weapons are then like so underpowered that you have something like, why do we even have it if it is like not holding up, you know? Like I remember a game that I played, Last Fate. It had like a starter, it had like a starting class, marksman. So I thought like, oh cool, huh? A game that focuses on like being a marksman, on like having a range build. But then the ranged weapons were so underpowered that you have something like, why do you even have a marksman starting class if your weapons are so underpowered compared to your melee weapons? Like in Bloodborne you also have that. Like you have a stat named Blood Tinge that like increases the damage of your ranged weapons, like that's really cool. But even if I leveled it up all the way to 99, it still felt kind of weak. And then I had something like, why? Why have this like stat that like focuses on ranged weapons, but it still feels shit to use them? And I need to say that that is something that Khazan does pretty good, pretty much all over the board. Is like you get this like javelin. Well, and the javelin is like a really valid option. I mean, it's maybe not a real valid option in close combat, but like you can still snipe someone. It costs you 1 spirit, and it's still really good. But like also just like the upgrades for the javelin, they're pretty good. You know, you have like the charge javelin, and like consume 1 spirit, and then you think like, oh, it cost me like 2 spirit to use this. But then you have like, what is it? Gain 1 spirit charged upon hitting an enemy's weak point with a fully charged attack. So you now know if I use the charge javelin like all the way, like charge it all the way, like that, and I headshot with it, then it will only cost me 1 spirit. And the normal thing is 1 spirit, like on the cost. And then you have like increased damage, or like, what is it? No, this is like the undead that are dead, or that like stay dead. If you don't have the lantern, it's a really nice thing, especially early on. And then you have like increased damage. So you see, you have all those increased damage, like the increased charge, the increased damage, and it only costs you 1. It only costs you 1 spirit if you headshot someone. So it just, yeah, it just stimulates multiple things to combat. If this one wasn't moving, then I might have done the headshot. And yeah, that's just what I like, when like all the approaches to combat are like as viable as other things. Like the thing is, I don't mind if like a certain way of playing is overpowered. I don't mind that. But I do mind is like when certain things are like clearly better than others. And I'm not just meaning that like one way is like more overpowered than the other one. Then I'm like really meaning that like a certain way of playing the game is like really underpowered compared to the rest. I think we might be able to do it here. I fully charge it, so it cost me 2. Oh, there is also the upgrade from my spirit. You see, it cost me like one spirit, and I nearly one-shot the thing. They kind of have the same moveset as like the monkeys early on in the game. But you see, that just makes it viable. Like, I just used a charged javelin, and I totally got rewarded for it because it only cost me 1 spirit. And all that just like links back together why I think the 2 spirit costs from Heatwave is now like so underpowered. I also know that I like knocked down this chandelier, and that was like a golden item, so I think it's like an increase in health or anything. But I kind of forgot where it was. The thing is, if those humans grab you, they actually kind of hurt. And like especially in like a single player game like here, like I don't really mind it that some things are like a little bit overpowered. I think that is it's kind of a good thing more than a bad thing. And there's the item that I want, but looking at the height of the ceiling, jumping down from there is not an option. I was first thinking if I maybe can go back to the roof there, I can just drop down and it will be fine. But no. Even if I leveled my health all the way up, I still think it would have killed me. And also a thing that I do like even the not charged javelin, it is still good. It is just, yeah, viable, and I really like that when everything that the player has is in some way viable to get through the game. It seems that those skills have like a limited range. I always thought they fly through you, like through you, no matter what. But it seems that they're actually limited in range. I think executions also give you spirit back, so that's really nice. But that's why I like the spirit accumulation as well. You know, like that's also a thing you can have games with like amazing skills that you think like, yeah, this is really amazing. The way that the skill works. but then like the resource for it is sometimes so hard to get or hard to build up that your skills all get not as viable anymore. But I think this game really strikes a really nice balance. You see, and I killed 2 targets even with like a charged spear, and I only lost two spirit. But I need to say that's kind of because of my phantom as well. Like my phantom works like this: if I like, I think I just have to hit them. If I hit like someone with a charged spear, like in the weak point, like headshotting them, then I get like half a spirit back. That's why I really like the spirits in the game as well. For that reason. That they just really help you play the game however you want to play the game. If you want to have like an insane amount of stamina recovery, then the first spirit is really good. If you like to summon in boss fights, you have a spirit for that. If you want more health recovery and like a better sustain in general, they have a spirit for that. If you want to focus more on the javelin and even make that thing stronger, even though it's already pretty strong without the spirit, you still have a spirit for that. So I really feel that this game does a really good job of like introducing you to a combat system that offers a lot of ways to that combat, and they're all viable, and I really love that. Just the heat wave, that's just like a personal grudge that I have a little bit, that I think like, you had such a great combat, why did you have to nerf that thing? Like, I feel it was totally not necessary. Especially because it's like a single player game, you know, like, I don't feel that you should nerf certain things in a single player game. But to go over the spirits real quick, you see, you have like, this is all stamina recovery, eh? Like stamina recovery 30% if you level it up all the way. Then you get like increased stamina recovery by 30% if you completely exhaust all of your stamina. Then you restore stamina when you like exhaust an enemy. That is really good for like follow-up attacks. This is really good for boss fights. Gain 1 netherworld energy if your spirit dies. And also if you heal, you'll also heal like your spirit. So like for your spirit, that's really a really nice sustain. Plus you get more sustain from it, because if it dies you get like 1 netherworld spirit. Plus it get like an increased 30% damage upon like the levels up, and you also have a ring and a necklace that increase the damage by 50%. So summoning is even really viable. Then you have like health recovery that gives you 1 netherworld energy if you like brutal attack someone, if you don't have an energy. Plus if you use it you get like decreased damage, so that's really nice. If you like to really go into like the awakened state, this one is really good. If you just like more damage, this one is really good. If you like range, this one is really good. And this one, oh yeah, if you're like really good at bring guarding, you want to like never run out of stamina, just like get this one here, restore 150 stamina upon performing a bring guard. So that's like per bring guard that you do, that's crazy. And like I said, if you're really good at it, I'm not a god at bring guarding, but increase stamina damage by 5% upon performing a bring guard, max 5 stacks. So that's like what is it? That's like 25% that you do like more by just bring guarding. And this like if you bring dodge, it like increases your damage. And like so long you don't take damage, you get like even more damage by just bring dodging. Actually, this one is really nice for me because bring dodging I do actually quite a bit. So after her, I probably try out him. I just need to see where I get his level up items. But like I said, if you like bring dodging, get this one. If you like bring guarding, sorry, get this one. If you like dodging, get this one. So like, even with the spirit, they really tell of every aspect of the combat. And I really like that in a game. Like, if you add something to the combat, make sure that you really add something to the combat. Don't add something to the combat just to add it, you know? Come on, get a little closer. That's good. Really good. Cool. I'm not gonna get in time. Oh, just in time. You see, you could kind of see it there, like, even if you kind of whip the, like the dash through from Shadow Strike, like even if you don't get like this effect, like you can still kind of have lucky that like just this also blocks the entire damage, even though if you like don't pierce through your enemy. So it's a really nice move, and the timing from it is like easier, and because your spirit accumulation is pretty good, you can even abuse it a little bit. But like I said, that makes it just more valuable. Like all over the board. Like another thing that I also really appreciate, like if you end your like your phantom form, if you end it early, like the remaining time you still get it, you know, like it's not that you start from zero. No, you just like, I don't know, let's say that I have 20% of my bar. Well, I only used 80% and I get the 20% back because I didn't use it. That's something that I really like as well. Like a lot of games, they give you like some kind of super mode, and like if you only needed like, I don't know, 50% of your like form, you still lose the other 50%. So yeah, I really like that. And those stones, I really like to destroy them for the simple reason that like they do kind of hurt if they explode, and I don't wanna by accident explode one. You see, that gives me like all my spirit back, I think, even though it was fully charged. So that's what I said earlier, like even the charged javelins are really viable. And you see, I already have like 2 spirits again. But like I said before, that comes with my spirit as well. That gives me like half a spirit back for every headshot that I do. And also the spear is just like the perfect weapon for me, because that it really helps with like bring dodging. And this seems to be the way forward, I guess. So we're not gonna take that just yet. Now we need 1 more redstone. Because that is something that I always felt, for example, with like Dark Souls games. Like they also offer you bows, but in most games I felt that bows are like pretty underpowered if you don't cheese the heck out of poison and stuff. Then I feel they're underpowered, and it's better in Elden Ring because you have like the Edge of Wars, and like I feel in Elden Ring archery has never been better, but it just kind of feels underpowered in other games. I really would like a checkpoint. Oh. Crimson Meteorite. That is also something. What is it? You have like those special crafting materials, like here. Used to craft a shooting star weapon. Used to craft a killing flash weapon. A floating wool weapon. Used to craft from Vulcan mage set. No wait, that's the mage set. But like, you know, you have like those. They kinda sound like you make like special weapons with them. But I really wonder like what does it do, you know? Like when will we get those special weapons? I mean, it just sounds like those weapons that you create are different from the weapons that we currently have. But I'm not really sure if it is different or not at all. Mm. Oh, is that the last redstone? No, it's like they're not too hard, but sometimes you get like kind of stunned by one attack and then like by another attack. You see, I completely ignored his red attack. And that's something that Heat Wave can't do. That was pretty cool. Do they have a head you can headshot? I don't think so. And let's just get rid of the little demons. I believe this is the way forward, but I just want to check if I have everything checked before going up the stairs. Do I have my lantern? Yes, I do have it on. Like, the only thing that I'm like disappointed in a little bit is like the lanterns. I feel they're not... No. I'm in a real bad spot. No. Like those giant fish, they're not hard. But I was like low health and in a very, very bad spot to fight it in. So now that we know there is a fish, let's one-shot the little demons. You see, heat wave is pretty good if you really want to get the. If you really want to block it off and want to make sure that you have it. The block, then heat wave is really good. And this is like a special chest, so I believe we get another ghost item from it. Okay, that's disappointing. Disappointing to just have that. They could have put that in a normal. They could have put that in a normal chest. I don't really think it's worth it to put it in a special chest and then like only offer that. Because most chests like that that I got before, they're all carrying like red items. And bookshelves you should also check a lot, because you can always have that there's like a little green book and that's like a hidden pathway. Like they're not really hard to spot, but you can miss them if you're like not paying attention to them. Now I'm wondering how you get in the hallways there. So yeah, we're missing like one redstone. I wonder if this is already Hisma? No, Osma? Or that we have another boss first. Oh, we probably fight his wife first. Yeah, we probably fight his wife first, and the next level will probably be Osma himself. I'm kind of tempted to put the headgear in cutscenes back on just to see the pothead. She's wearing a pretty nice wedding dress though, not gonna lie.
Khazan, my beloved old friend.
Uh-oh, that's not good. That's corruption.
No, Osma, you wouldn't dare. Not her too.
Yeah, he corrupted his own wife.
Join us, Khazan.
Reese, stop! Please!
I think there will be a second phase, like she's too easy. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was some heavy damage. And I don't want to touch the holy walls, I think. Wow, I had literally 1 HP. Yeah, like I said, there will be a second phase. She was like too easy in her first phase. I do like the music in this fight though. Did she crush herself with her own wings? Yeah.
Reese! There is no way to save her now, mortal.
I hate to admit it, but the Phantom is right. Oh god.
Now you'll be one of us, Khazan. Forever and ever.
But I'm probably gonna do it differently here because on my ranged I don't really have much. On her I will have more. And I think just for this fight I will change the ring into another ring. But it's this one. Like the spirit of advocacy damage increased by like another 50%. And I think she does already give him a 50%, or is it 30%? It's like 30%, so that's 80% damage increase. I get a netherworld energy when it dies, and when I heal, the spirit also heals. It's just a thing to not take too much damage in a first phase. That's a new one. It looks cool though. But it was nearly perfect. Like if I can assault her from the back, that really will break her stamina pretty fast. Just need to distract her so my spirit can heal his stamina first. Oh fuck. I need to say the visual effects in this fight, I like it. Oh fuck. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. No, 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 no. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, that was so close. That was really close, but then she went like fucking berserk mode on me. And like a never ending attack spree. I think a Great Sword might do great in this fight. Just to stun lock her a little bit more. Like, I got most of her aggro and that was really good. And that's the same attack that got me the previous fight.
Khazan, I believe in you, so I ask you.
No. Impossible.
Save Ozma.
Reese, come back. It was the real Reese.
Enough of this. We must finish this, mortal. Do what must be done.
Yes. You're right, Phantom. Ozma. He did all this. We will find him and make him pay.
Deserves to be called the Master of Chaos.
Ozma, listen soon.
I wonder if we can like go back to the hub.
Tell me about this Master of Chaos.
I think we can.
He was a protector of the powerless, a hero who stood against evil, and my friend.
How insignificant.
I hope to quickly find a rest spot. Well, I quickly might do it here, but I think that the previous boss fight was one of the best boss fights that I ever had. Like, both of like design, like I really like the design, like in the church and the roses, and that she's like this bride angel. Like, I really like that. And like besides from the design, like I think difficult wise it was a really good boss fight. Like she had a lot of moves, what was enjoyable to like look at, to like watch. but besides having like a lot of moves, like they didn't feel unfair, they didn't feel bad or anything. So that was really enjoyable. Just overall a really enjoyable. Ozma will be in this castle somewhere, but I see that I'm missing a thing here that I wanna do first of all. So like, can we still go back? Yeah, we can. That's good. Because I kind of wanna, I guess, change my levels a little bit. Or not my levels. My levels I already did change before. Faded memories. Faded memories. Is that by any chance? Faded memories. Yes, that's the complete set. Oh, that's nice. I'm kind of curious how it looks though. I hope it looks good. Like if it looks as good as the boss did, then damn.
Oh, look.
It's a spear set. I really feel that the spear is like better. Like dual wield also has a lot of sets. I feel that Greatsword doesn't really have a lot of sets. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a general one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, it looks a little dark. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but do we need Tears of Farewell? I would kinda wanna like craft a legendary version of it, because I have like the legendary ring, so I feel that my ping gear might change to legendary soon, or that I am able to craft legendary things. Saint set. I don't think there are much things I want at the moment. And I need to say that the golden set is more my favorite, like, because the thing is really good. What is it? Like the Moonlight Awakening is really good. That allows me to attack from the back. So like the Deep Shadow has been my favorite for like quite a while as well, but the golden is my new go-to set. Like the only thing that can change this is if this set, the Faded Memories set, is like so damn broken that is like hard to ignore. Like stamina recovery, enraged stamina. Oh yeah, the enraged, we will look that up in a second. Rear assault damage, shadow strike, damage increase. I'm really curious what a frenzied cleave does. And I can just look that up on internet, I know, but I don't really feel like doing this. That's from the Faded Memories. Attack damage, max health. It's a hard one. So she does drop her sets though. It's a really unique necklace though. It's probably like with 3 hangers, one of Khazan, one of Osma and one of her. But I'm first gonna look up what Enraged does. No, not this one. It's either gonna be here or in the guide, I think. Extra. Damage. Poison guards. Defense received. Enraged. When stamina is 50% or lower. Okay, and what does that then trigger? Enraged stamina damage increase. Enraged and potent blow. Damage increase for 15 seconds, max 20 stacks. And with what does that stack then? Like enraged and potent blow damage increase for 15 seconds, and or is it like when you do a potent blow that you get like the increased damage? Like I'm not really sure what like, but it gets you to 20 stacks. We real quick wanna switch back to the other thing though. For now, is this ring. Just to have the received damage decrease. Or would it be like it could be both ways, so like 50% received damage decrease by like 30%, so it could be that 50% of the damage I take is decreased by 30%, or it could be that 30% of the total damage that I take is reduced by 50%. Either way, it gives me more like damage reduction, so it's nice either way. We go back to our ranged phantom for now. And we also want to go speak to the pot guy.
Hey, I know you'll keep at it and feel.
Because he will have something that I'm interested in normally. Oh, is that with oh yeah, that's true. That's with you pay it off with like no, not with gold. So he will at least have like 3 tiers of them, but I need like 8 of them. But I kind of don't want to craft it until like all my things become epic. And I already have the ring, so that's 1 epic less. So I need 7 of them. And he sells 3, so I only need 4 more.
Stay strong. Now you are strong enough. Tell me, what do you require more soul stones to unlock more effects?
More spirits. Okay. Before we do that, like, what is it? No, is it here? No, here. So here I need 1 more red stone, and here I need like 1 more special item or something. And we will do that, but probably not in this stream, because I'm getting hungry. But let's quickly see, Khazan's memory. Yeah, so here we need 1 more collectible. Princess Lydia. Is it bad that I cannot remember the boss fight against her? Bosses. Spider. Oh wait, they have a name, never mind. I did defeat her, but I'm like not remembering the boss fights. I kind of feel that's bad. Oh yeah, Strange Melody. Yeah. Now I remember the one with the sword. Yeah. Okay, never mind. My memory is back. But here we need 1 more, and let's quickly look this. Like, I did this like off stream, but this is kind of the story. This kind of the story of like Ozma's wife.
We walked through the palace gardens, trying to stay hidden from the court. He was deep in thought, talking about the things that were consuming him. He was convinced that with his Ma gone, the world would be a better place for all. His Ma was gone, but he was still in despair. To Ozma, the world was still filled with evil. Evil that humanity was to blame for. he became obsessed with finding ways to remove this evil from the world. Today is our wedding day, but the Emperor demands I become his concubine. We must escape. I'm going to tell Ozma right away. Pluvius is the only one I can really trust right now.
So you see, like, even after defeating the dragon, like, he still wanted to do good, but I think in his pursuit of doing good, something happened. Probably with the chaos energy or whatever it actually is they found. And I think he kind of got corrupted, and yeah, corrupted all the rest. So although he's like responsible for it, for like all this shit going on, I don't think he actually wanted it, you know? I don't think he actually really planned to have all this shit going on. But like I said, it's only speculation. For now, what we're gonna do is like we're gonna eat something, and then I think next stream will be the last mission.